Continue to the alternatives for wall construction. Now we'll discuss the cavity walls and rammed earth walls. So cavity walls are very common in western countries to improve the thermal insulation of the walls. In countries like India, these type of walls are adopted in the very hot regions to prevent the penetration of solar heat through the walls. Though these are mainly adopted to prevent the penetration of solar heat through the walls. So in this figure you can see this is the wall which is constructed by constructed of cavity wall. So this is the cavity or the gap created in between the walls. Okay, so this is the one whole wall and this is the cavity or a gap created between the walls, so that if this part of the wall is got heated by the sun rays or solar heat, it should not transfer the heat to this portion of the wall. So by that, keeping this portion of the wall cool itself. Okay, so by keeping this portion of the wall cool, ultimately the room temperature will not increase. Okay, the room temperature will not increase. That's why these type of walls are adopted in very hot regions to maintain the room temperature low, or to prevent the penetration of solar heat into the walls or through the walls, by such that maintaining the coolness in the room. The maintaining the coolness in the room, or by reducing the heat or temperature in the room. So that's why these cavity walls are adopted. Okay, see, however, it must be observed that overall thickness of the wall may have to go up to more than 40 centimeter if these techniques are to be effective. If you want to improve the thermal insulation of the walls more, or effective thermal insulation of the walls, then you have to go for the thickness of walls more than 40 centimeters. In this diagram, the cavity, you can see the cavity created of about 7 centimeter thickness. The cavity or a gap created is about 7 centimeter thickness. It is important to use the bond blocks to bond the two layers. That is nothing but here in this type of wall you have to use the bond blocks, which are nothing but which improve the bonding between the blocks or masonry units. So for that you have to go for a concrete blocks with the strength at least 5 MPa to obviate the separation of veneer through the sharing of bonds. That is bond blocks. That is nothing but obviate the separation of veneer is nothing but to prevent or avoid the separation of the veneer through the sharing of blocks. By sharing of blocks, the veneer is nothing but the finished face of the wall, or the design elevation or design which you have made for the aesthetic view purpose. So that should not be get affected by the sun rays. So for that, to avoid or to prevent the separation of the veneer through the sharing of bond blocks, so you have to use at least the strength of blocks about 5 MPa, that is 5 Newton per mm square. Okay, so the cavity can also be filled with the brick bats or coal cinders. Brick bats are nothing but the broken pieces of bricks. It may be of different sizes, varying sizes. Those are called as brick bats, that is broken pieces of bricks. So these can be used to improve the insulation. And it may also be pointed that the walls of such higher thickness, that is nothing but up to 40 or more than 40 centimeter thickness, are necessarily only used for the external walls facing east and west. The higher thickness of walls can be used for external walls, and for the because external walls are more get affected by sun rays or solar heat. So that's why for the external walls you have to go for higher thickness, and all other normal walls you can go for 23 centimeter thickness, that is 0.23 meter thickness. Okay, this is about cavity wall. Cavity wall is a thing, but the gap or a cavity is created through the wall, so by that the solar heat or sun rays cannot be penetrated through the walls, okay, to prevent the penetration of solar heat. So by that keeping the room temperature low or reducing the room temperature. Next is rammed earth. This technique is the in situ wall construction, that is inside on-site construction of wall, wherein either plain earth or a stabilized earth is compacted between two layers of the between the two plates the either plain earth or stabilized earth is compacted between the two plates. Here you can see the typical sketch of a simple rammed earth mold. This is the mold. Here you can observe this is the inside surface of the plate where the compaction of earth can be done. This is the end which can be fixed here at the end. Okay, this is the end plate. This is the two plates where the wall by using the wall can be constructed. By compacting the earth in between these plates, the wall can be compacted. A dry density of about 1.85 gram per centimeter cube has to be achieved for the good performance of rammed earth walls. For rammed earth walls, to achieve the good performance, you have to go for dry density of about 1.85 gram per centimeter cube. Here in this figure you can observe the typical wall construction in progress using the rammed earth technique. Here this is the one plate, okay, at another side the another plate will be using like this only. See, this is this face, here you can see, and another face the plate will be held like this only, okay. In between these two plates the earth will be filled, the soil, the stabilized soil will be filled, and then compaction the compaction process may carried out. This for the compaction the rammers may used. Here you can see the flat rammer and rounded bottom rammer. So for the compaction purpose the rammers may be used. For the desirable, it is desirable to use the weight of the rammer in the range of 6 to 9 kg. So for the better effective to get the effective compaction, you can use the rammers of weight about in the range of 6 to 9 kg. So the area of ramming surface for the flat rammers could be in the range of 64 to 100 centimeter square. Where you are using the ramming surface, where you are using the flat rammers, in that case the ramming surface should be in the range of 64 to 100 centimeter square. The alternative use of flat and rounded bottom rammers have been found to be effective. That is using of alternative flat and rounded rammers can be found effective. At one time with the flat rammer, another time with the rounded rammer. So by that the compaction process may get effective. By some of the recent experiments in laboratories and also the field experience have shown that the achieving dry density of 1.95 gram per centimeter cube is not difficult. In this process, in this construction technique, the achieving the dry density of 1.95 gram per centimeter cube is not the difficult. It means that the use of rammed earth may offer better strength for the walls than the use of stabilized mud blocks. So you can observe here the use of, this means that the use of rammed earth can offer a better strength for walls than the stabilized mud blocks for the same stabilizer percentage. For the same stabilizer percentage, this technique can give the more strength for the walls than the stabilized mud blocks. Okay, this is about rammed earth walls, where the plain earth or stabilized earth is compacted in between the two plates, and for the better compaction rammers are used. It may be a flat rammer or rounded rammer. Okay, here you can see the wall, the constructing of wall by using this rammed earth. Okay.